All right, hold on. I'm back. I think so. I was gonna say, I think a good line between people who don't like books. Let me word that better. I think a good line between people who prefer like shows and animations over books is graphic novels. Because there's pictures to accompany the words, and sometimes showing it's more impactful than telling. Show don't tell, basically. Which you have kind of like a convergence in graphic novels where they can still tell you a lot of things,
Oh my god.
but at the same time they can show you those things as you're reading about them. And that's why I think a lot of people will prefer graphic novels over just novels. I love both. I will read a graphic novel like all day, and I will read a fucking like novel with 1,000 words all day too.
It's a tank in the floor.
Can you imagine this place filled with
I'm
people?
also really glad we're having a more chill part of the area instead of it being like a section where I gotta go to Seraphite Island and hold on, fucking this is a spoiler for anybody who hasn't played and still wants to.
I'm claiming this place. It's mine.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend's birthday today, actually. She it actually just turned like 03 right now. I think we can look at the time. Yeah, I hope it records that 03. I'm a little upset with her right now. I don't want to be because it's her birthday, but I am. Mm. I'm not even really involved in her life anyway. I'm not even sure if she wants me to be. I'm not really involved in anybody's life. And we're not gonna doom and gloom even though I have no friends. It's chill. What was I saying? I was talking about the Seraphite Islands. Spoiler. I'm glad we got like a way more chill section, like the aquarium, than like going on Seraphite Island, so I can chill and talk without like getting murdered by Seraphites. What is this fuckhead doing? What was I talking about? Kind of forgot. Best strip ever. Penny's Bachelorette 2013. I sometimes I forget that the world ended in 2013 in the Last of Us universe because that's when the Last of Us PS3 came out. If anybody didn't know. Oh yeah. Basically, long story short, these kids join the Seraphites and they leave
Is this the
their.
family from the boat?
That'd be my guess, yeah.
I think they leave their dad. Something happens. I can't remember. We're not gonna go to Max's places just yet. Maybe we can go up here. But yeah, it is my girlfriend's birthday. She like it literally just she
That's
just
good. Gotta get
turned.
them to break the rules too.
I'm not gonna say what age. Like 5 minutes ago. Had to
So
wish her
much
happy
trouble with
birthday,
them
of
when we get
course.
back.
Ha! You love it.
Um,
Shut up.
So, could I get like a...
Yep, here's Oldie. Hi, buddy. Oh, I just realized you can see all the fucking liquids pooled at the... Oh, that's disgusting.
This is our boat, Captain.
Shit.
Yep, we're not gonna read that. I've read every single
I'd rather
fucking
join
letter
the
in this
sailors.
game. We are not spending more time reading.
Well, on the bright side,
Although I do love reading.
What is wrong with you?
he's a skeleton. He doesn't need them.
I just don't understand how anybody willingly joins the Scars.
Why not?
Yeah, it's
Because
my
they're
girlfriend's birthday. I'm a little upset with her.
Well, in the QZs, people
We
root
won't get
for the
into why.
Fireflies as terrorists.
But
Fanatics.
yes, I am upset with her.
It's
I
not the
don't want
same.
to be. I
I'm
hate
just
being
saying.
upset with her.
We
But I
shouldn't
just
dismiss
am. I
those
don't
crazy.
know. Honestly, I have this
say
weird
shit like
feeling
that to Stadium,
sometimes where
okay?
it's like
Okay, all right.
I don't feel upset, but I know I'm upset. Like I know I'm
Wanna try
upset, but
those treats?
I don't feel it,
Yeah.
and I don't really know why.
Nope.
It's a really weird thing for me.
Uh,
It's like I know I'm
got it.
upset, but like why am I not mad? Why is there not like tears in my
Man, this
eye?
must have taken forever.
Why am I not like why do I not want to yell but at the same time I do? It's like I feel like I care, but at the same time I feel like I don't. So oh, you can come back here. I didn't even know that. Oh
Sounds
yeah,
familiar
Abby has
down
fear of
there.
heights. Actually, crazy. Forgot about that.
Last thing. I promise.
Last thing.
Honestly, I feel like
Just
Abby's fear of heights
don't look down.
is
Just go.
part of
You're good.
I think what Neil intended to make her feel more human and relatable. Because having a fear of heights is
Look at these.
it's a very human fear, I'd
I love
say.
this kid.
I mean,
Being scared of very high
he's a
places.
scar. Maybe you have.
Ah, Jesus.
Because a lot of people have a fear of heights. And I think it's like
Get on in here.
people not knowing Abby, people only knowing that Abby killed Joel is wowza, sorry. Oh, crikey. Good God, our house. Yeah, Abby's bad, I won't lie. Once again, I'm underage. Once again, I'm underage. But yeah, giving Abby like a very human fear that a lot of people have,
See that?
I think is what
Told you there was.
I think Neil intended for that to help people like Abby more. Because a lot, like right off the bat, Neil already knew that people are gonna fucking hate Abby for killing Joel. But like, she's a she's a good person.
You want me to slow down?
No.
Like that's what a lot of people argue. Like, um, Ellie is a extremely bad person for what she does in the game,
Isn't it?
and Abby is an extremely good person for what she does in the game, and that's why Ellie's better than Abby.
I'm sorry.
But
Don't be sorry.
like, that's such an easily
Talk to me.
countered argument by Deadass bringing up the fact that Abby is already out of her revenge. She already got her revenge. She's past it at this point, basically. She forgets Abby is even.
Still out there, you know?
She forgets Ellie is even alive. She forgets Ellie exists at this point.
What can I do?
And so I want
I
people,
can still make training.
when they bring up that argument about Abby being a better person than Ellie, I want them to think about how Abby has already gone through her own revenge phase and how she had
Go ahead.
a lot of time
What about you?
to think through it.
I'm gonna hang out with the
And
seals for a little
You know, she doesn't really let it affect her much. You know, there's an opportunity comes up, she chooses revenge, of course. And ooh,
I'm sorry.
I told you already. Don't be sorry.
hold on. Ooh, my bad. But yeah, Abby's already had like years to prepare and get through the emotional damage of losing her father, of having him be murdered. But
Huh?
but Ellie only
You gonna
has
move with
like
me?
Yeah.
a fucking day or two,
Okay.
maybe a month if you include the travel time
Anyway,
to get over it.
silent treatment.
Which obviously she
I can
fucking
get my own
wouldn't be
blood
able
pressure
to.
climbing
Had
up.
nowhere near
You should
as
just
much time
apologize
as
to her.
fucking Abby did.
I just said,
So yes, Ellie is going
okay.
to be a
What's
worse
going on?
person
Nothing.
because she's
Why?
I
extremely
can
angry
tell
and
when
rage
you're
filled,
off.
Just got
while
some stuff on
Abby
my mind.
had time to get through it
Let
and,
me
you
know
know,
if you
even
want me.
got her revenge. Like, Abby even got her revenge, which is going to help a lot in recovery. Like, for some people, it doesn't fucking help.
Got stragglers.
And maybe it did
How
affect
many?
Abby.
Just a handful.
Maybe it did more damage for Abby than it did healing. But still, it's still an extremely big contrast between her and Ellie.
You want to give it a
So
whirl?
basically, you think about it, like
You
simplify
sure?
it.
I'm feeling
Abby,
generous.
her dad is killed way before Ellie's dad is killed. Abby has time to think through it and even gets her revenge. And also keep in mind that the person Abby is enacting revenge upon is Ellie's dad. And so Ellie even sees it happen. Like, that's the worst part, is that Ellie even saw him get tortured and fucking saw the finishing blow. So she would even be angrier than Abby. And of course, her anger is going to cloud her judgment and make her a worse person. But if the roles were reversed, then that argument would also be reversed. Ellie is not a worse person than Abby. Maybe in the moment, yes. But Ellie is just as good as a person as Abby is. If she was given the time to heal, and hell, maybe even the time to forgive, because we know even at the end of the game, Ellie forgives Abby. Like, Abby never forgave Joel. Abby never forgave Joel for what he did. But Ellie forgave Abby. I think that also adds to the argument that Ellie is not a bad person. At least she's not worse than Abby. You know, I think that's just a stupid argument overall, considering the fact that Abby and Ellie are literally two sides of the same fucking coin. Like, it's so stupid.
See that sign
It's
there?
genuinely
Red
so
one?
stupid.
Try hitting it. That's the way to draw them out of wherever they're hiding. Got to aim higher.
Like, I don't know why
Throw the
people
bigger
even make that
drop.
argument.
I see.
I guess it's just people who really like Abby and like hate Ellie. They're not coming?
Explosion site. There you go.
Sounds
That didn't even
attractive.
hit. What?
There we are on patrol. Clear 'em out.
I'm not even sure of that. What? Yeah, I hate that
There's
argument. It's
all
such a
of them.
stupid fucking argument.
Usually more over this way if you want to keep shooting.
Okay.
I really like this. I'm not gonna lie. I love this. Is one of my favorite
Where are they
sections of the
coming from?
game.
Hordes like to move through this area.
It's a beautiful section.
They always end up leaving behind.
You get to use the best sniper,
They do
the
the same
coolest
moves
sniper in
every
the
year.
game, too.
Like a migration or something.
But yeah, I just want y'all to know that
Well, when the
Ellie and Abby are
temperature
basically
reaches a certain temperature. Shit.
two sides of the same coin.
Check out the shed. Looks like they're moving downhill.
Why?
Ooh, headshot! Let's go.
Dead animal. Guess they're hungry.
Boom, right through the torso. Rip your fucking heart out. Let me see if I can. You okay, buddy? Sorry, that's my dog. Sorry, they move really
Shit.
frantically.
Compensate for
Got
the
it.
bullet drop.
I did, he's just moving pretty crazy. Don't see any more. I'm not seeing anybody. I think it's just me. Like, where is it? Where is bro? There he is.
I'm impressed. Looks clear. Bet there's some this way. There's something by the ski lifts? Look way out there.
But yeah.
Found it. By that tower. You see it?
Oh, sorry. It needs to be, yeah, it needs to be fucking, like, all the way down to
Gotcha.
actually hit your shots.
This thing.
3
Boom.
left.
Boom! Let's go. I love this. I love this fucking section. Sniping is so cool. Come on. Oh, what the fuck is that? But it just whizzed past
You're
him.
natural.
What you think?
Beautiful. Well, I'm not seeing any more.
Yeah, me neither.
All right.
But yeah, like, I
Let's
think
head in. See if Joel's back.
Sure.
The Last of Us Part 2, when it dropped, I think a shit ton of people were not emotionally intelligent enough
Hey, thanks for that.
to play this
It's
game.
just what I needed.
Sure. Ladies first.
Like,
I'm not supposed to say anything, but Joel's worried about you.
just people were so
There's
clouded
nothing to worry
by
about.
revenge
Well, I'm sure there isn't.
and
But if you
rage
don't talk to him, he's gonna think something's wrong.
that they literally
I
played
talked to
half
him.
of this fucking
Well, you
game
have to do more than hide.
just hating the character they're playing as, despising them, not even trying to get to know them or like them. Because half of this game, you play as
Y'all sitting
Abby,
out there, right?
Oh, just some stragglers. Ellie got to try out my
and you can
scope.
either take that as a moment to understand her character and get to know
Yeah,
her,
feels good.
or you can instead be clouded by revenge
I see you've
and anger
haven't got
and
nothing
just hate the
to say.
fucking game, like hate half the fucking game
I didn't know I was supposed
and
to.
just have a bad time.
Yeah, you'll we'll get you some new ones.
Honestly, I don't even care if you hate Abby for what she did.
I bet they
I
got
think
some
you
good
should at
stuff.
least enjoy her section and enjoy her as a person and realize that she's not as bad as a person that you think she is. Of course, you're still allowed to hate her for killing Joel, that's fine.
What do you say, kiddo?
But I don't think you should just sit there and just hate her the entire game for it.
And that's our cue.
Are you sure you don't want to come?
Like,
Get on now. He's waiting.
Okay.
people were so blinded they couldn't see
On me, kiddo.
how similar Ellie and Abby are.
Call me across anything when you was out?
Just the few we saw from the ridge.
Instead, they just wanted to
You?
You know,
love Ellie
little
and
two runners in a
want
house.
Ellie to kill everybody and Abby
Jesse tells me
to,
you're handling your own quite well on the group patrol.
I don't know, die.
He's even recommending you for
They fucking hated Abby.
Well, I think you're still a bit young.
And, you know, honestly, that is how a lot of revenge games go, I will say. That's how revenge goes in a lot of games. And I guess people were not expecting to Neil, for Neil, to break off of that and actually make a story that wasn't afraid to like punch its viewer base, its player base in the fucking gut. Because that's what good games will do. They'll hurt you, bro. Good games will fucking hurt you without fear. That's why the Dark Souls games are so good because they hurt you without fear. And I think that if Neil just went for the basic revenge storyline, had Ellie kill everybody without a hitch, even if he still did include like Ellie's suffering and like Ellie's mental breakdowns and like Ellie torturing Nora and being like kind of shell shocked because of it, like even if he still included that, it wouldn't have been a masterpiece and it wouldn't have done as good as it did and it probably wouldn't have gotten Game of the Year. It's the fact that he stepped out of the norm and actually took a different approach and kind of made the game harder to understand. But people who were actually like able to think about the story from a wider point of view and not fucking hate a character off of one action they did. I mean, I guess it wasn't one action, but for a lot of people, it was just one action they did. Like, they didn't even get to the part where she kills Jesse. Like, they didn't, like, people didn't even get to the part where she kills Jesse or shoots Tommy in the back of the neck. I bet once they got there, they hated her even more and then hated that they had to fucking beat the shit out of Ellie. Oh my god. But yeah, if you fucking hated Abby, bro,
I trust you.
Okay.
I bet some people stopped playing once they got to the theater
Do me a
section.
favor and start with the shorter routes for now. You know, see how you
Especially
handle
after the
that.
fact that
All right.
Abby beats Ellie.
Hey, you remember those Savage Starlight
But if you were able to
Chronicles
get
we were
past
into?
that and actually
Tommy and I found
think about the
something we were
story, it
going
was
through
fucking
at
amazing. I
store.
keep iterating this. I keep like reiterating the same fucking thing like 5 different
You know,
times, like a little
not really
chud.
my cup
My
of
bad.
tea, but Dr. Daniela Starr, I mean, she's pretty...
Jack,
She's a savage.
what are you about to bark at, dude? You're laying down on the couch, doing jack shit. My bad. I'm texting my girlfriend. Well, I just listened to that song. If y'all know what song I'm humming, if it even picking up, I hope it's picking up. But yeah, if y'all know that song, that's a gas song. I just like listened to it a couple of times.
Well, what she does to Captain Ryan and that...
Actually, I just want to say, I think the reason my relationship is in such a kind of a, I'll be honest, my relationship's in kind of a bad place, and I think a big part of that isn't even just like me being a shitty person and fucking things up and handling things in a way I shouldn't have. Because a year or two ago, I made some bad fucking decisions. I hid stuff. I lied about stuff. I did a lot of bad stuff that you should never do. But I do forgive myself because I did it out of fear and out of, how do I say it, naivety, I guess. Because this is basically my first very serious relationship. And so I did have to learn a lot throughout my relationship, a lot throughout my relationship. And I think one of the biggest things is that when we came into it, we we basically came into this relationship with a lot of boundaries, stuff we didn't like, and stuff we didn't want each other doing, and we respected it.
Match?
But as you grow, those things change. Like what you care about changes
Definitely deserved it, but
because you grow emotionally a lot being in a relationship.
you're funny.
I think it's honestly it's a really good thing
Leave the horses here.
to mess up and fuck up because then you learn.
There's that music store.
And that's the biggest thing about a relationship. You need to learn. At least when you're first starting out. Honestly, no, not even when you're first starting out. Honestly, I think you should
I don't
always
think we can go
do
this
your
way.
best to learn in a relationship. Even if you're like a seasoned dater. Like you, a seasoned dater, like you're a great person
Okay, so
and you're an
forward.
absolute good, like amazing partner. It's still good to learn wherever you
I'm up
can.
for it.
Yo! I just wasted that bullet, but I don't care. What the fuck? Armored glass on the front, damn. But you should always come into a relationship with the mindset of wanting to learn and wanting to grow as a person. And over time in a relationship, you grow a lot as a person and emotionally, and your boundaries will change. I feel like the one thing is that our boundaries haven't really changed, and a lot of them came out of fear and um, fear, uncertainty, distrust, and we haven't kind of really changed them like we probably should
Damn it.
because there's still a lot of overthinking.
Oh, that might be something.
Like one of those things was that like
Think you can fit in there?
Well, it's worth a shot.
you know finding other people hot, finding other people attractive, like celebrities and stuff. We didn't really like
Hold
that
on.
All right.
because we're young and yeah, it's hard to explain. But if you guys have been there, you get it. It changes over time,
See anything?
Uh, looking.
and it's like, eh, you can think a celebrity's like hot or attractive. That's okay. I know you're not going to do anything.
Well, hello.
Howdy.
You
And
impressed?
even then, just because you think someone's attractive doesn't mean you want them in any type of romantic or sexual way.
Boom.
It's okay to think that somebody's attractive or pretty or hot or handsome. Because just because you think that doesn't mean you want them in any way. You're just realizing beauty. But of course, a lot of people could see that as unfaithfulness, of course, very early in a relationship.
We got spores.
or I wouldn't say early in a relationship, more like
Have to. It's just
early in people's dating careers, I'd say.
okay. Fine.
Like the first time you get into a relationship, a lot of people aren't going to go in thinking, like, oh, my partner thinks this person's attractive. That's okay. They don't want them in any type of way. No, you're probably going to go in thinking, oh, my partner thinks this person's attractive. Why would they want anybody else in a romantic or sexual way when they don't? They just think the person's attractive, and that's okay to think that. But of course, when you're young, you're not really. You're. I'd say you're very sensitive.
You ever been in here before?
Your emotions are still developing. And that boundary changes over time. But I feel like changing the boundary itself while staying in that same relationship is a lot more difficult than you think it would be. Because, of course, when you first start off, it's like you're very adamant about it. You don't like it. You say that. And it's a boundary you set up for each other. But changing that boundary is kind of hard. I try my best to explain. I'm not a big explainer, I won't lie. Some stuff I can explain pretty well. Other stuff I can't.
When did the last patrol go through here? One of us?
Yeah, I think my girlfriend is also growing more emotionally intelligent as well, but it's still. She's a big overthinker. And, I don't want her thinking me changing my boundary about that is her, or is me, like, trying to just, like, fuck, it's so hard to. I'm not trying to make it seem like I don't want her sexually or romantically, or that I want someone else sexually or romantically. It's just that I think some other people are hot or attractive, and that's okay. Because I don't want them in any way at all. Like, maybe I could want them to be my friend, but that's a whole different thing. Wanting. He's gonna see me. It's fine. Oh. But yeah, wanting to be someone's friend is a whole different thing. Damn, this thing's a killer. I don't know where he's at, so he's back there. Yeah, my aim's really rusty. Oh, hi. Oh, damn. Joel's fucking machete's like indestructible, dude.
Over here.
Yep. I'm pretty sure there's some different scenarios that can happen there. I think if you sneak through the section, you can actually open that up without clickers coming down. I'm not sure though. I just remember it happening one time. Like he goes to open the door and they don't come down. That's also a big thing right there. If you don't want to like take a shot for the head. Oh my god, thank you, Joel. If you don't want to like risk a shot to the head and miss, you can always shoot the knee. That's one of my favorite things about this game.
Joel, I think we did it.
I think so. Good job, kiddo.
So, what do you say we give up on those strings for today?
I said it better myself.
Those are
I think our only way out is forward, man.
forgot. I'm in so deep. Yeah, I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have? Come on, buddy, please don't bark at me, Jack. 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 Shut, Jack. Oh my god, this dog is like actually no. My dog's actually. I'm not even joking. This dog is actually senile. Like, I'm not even joking when I say that. But this dog is senile. Yeah, actually, fun fact. Going into this section, the shit you acquire in here, I'm pretty sure the supplies carry over. If I'm not wrong, from this flashback to the actual section. So I don't know if it will still remain the same.
Following you.
No, I'm not even going to try to explain what I mean, because it's... I'm not even sure if I'm correct. It's kind of a hard thing to explain even if I am, so I'm just going to give up on that point. Here comes... Wait. Here comes fucking Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. Yes, fucking big Hulk. God, it's like... Yeah, this is literally like one of... I think this is one of Joel's best feats in the game. If y'all like power scaling. I think this might be Joel's best feat, like, in the franchise. Because he literally comes in, fucking... God, this fucking... Like, I hate these little zombies, dude. I want to see how long we can last before he grabs us. Yeah, this is literally one of Joel's best feats of all time. Because he literally fucking melee kills a bloater. It's actually kind of funny. Because there is in The Last of Us, and The Last of Us Remastered, there's actually a counter for how many bloaters you've melee killed. That basically brings up the possibility of Joel melee killing a bloater. Honestly, I wonder how Ellie even gets, like, caught by this little fucker. I know one of the ways is a zombie leaps down, grabs you, and then the bloater gets you. Honestly, I think there's a part where like the zombie will literally just come out of nowhere. I got you. I want to see if you can kill it, honestly. Or is he just gonna run after me now? He's like actually just gonna run after me now. Wait, that's kind of insane. Yeah, he literally, like, he actually tracks you. That's actually, he like literally tracks you. I think that's, I think that's actually like the longest you can survive. Maybe if I dodged him, but I, like, would he just curved his run more to get me? No, that was actually that was insane. If you guys noticed, you probably yeah, if you guys noticed, and it's gonna be like the most obvious thing ever. This dude literally having Joel shove his shotgun up his ass
You good?
and give him new holes, and he's just hawking down Ellie for no reason,
I want to get out of here.
like literally no reason. I'm just saying,
What are you doing?
Joel could have soloed the fucking Rat King. I'm just saying.
Bloaters back there.
If I remember correctly, I think there was a point where you have to kill 2 bloaters with Joel, maybe?
Spores are clear.
But no, I think Joel 100%
Quite
could
the
have.
fight back there, huh?
Not often we get a bloater around these parts.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys notice
Jesse and Dina are gonna lose their shit when they hear about this.
Joel's a moose.
A date, right?
Long story short, Joel is basically,
I hear the way Jesse talks about you.
he is,
Jesse and I are just mates.
he's depicted as a moose
Pretty keen eye for these sort of things.
in
Not so keen with this one.
some sculptures, or some references to Joel include him being a moose. The most obvious one being in the museum section, where when Ellie goes into the new part, or I wouldn't say the new part, but the other part of the museum that's separated by the river, she stumbles upon this kind of depiction of a moose being taken down by a pack of wolves. The wolves obviously being Abby and her friends, and also the fact that they're WLF wolves. And,
See what it is?
you know, literally they had to corner him in a building to fucking kill him. If it was Joel on Abby, Joel would have fucking whooped her. I don't think anybody argues otherwise. And if it was prime Joel on Abby,
Thanks.
Joel would have never even fucking been in that situation.
Hey, Joel. I think it's them. A couple ran away last year.
Dude, I'm not doing my Duolingo, I don't care.
I think you're right.
Jackson is a wonderful place, but we got tired of hearing the stories of people suffering everywhere else. We wanted to save lives. We had good intentions. Didn't make it an hour before running into a horde. Now we're bitten. We've decided we're gonna end our lives instead of turning.
Damn. I've been recording for a while, I won't lie.
That we're sorry.
I think I am gonna go to bed soon because it's almost like 1 in the morning. Of course, I am on spring break right now, but still, I like my
Sorry.
sleep, honestly.
I can't take my own life. I'm a fucking coward.
It also just small detail. Ellie's tattoo isn't filled in yet.
Only they were immune, right?
If only they were immune, right?
Well, let's go get Tom here. We can get these bodies back to Jackson.
I feel like that's some resentment from Ellie herself.
After you took me out of the Firefly Hospital,
I'm pretty sure that's a really big theme is that Ellie wants to die
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the
and that she doesn't deliberately tries to kill herself,
I've never met
but she
anyone
will
more
get into
interesting.
situations where she has an extremely massive chance of dying.
I can't
And hold on, I didn't even know this until the show, even though I kind of hate season 2 of the show. But
Do you believe that?
what does the moth symbol mean
He's now
or
really the
symbolize?
perfect
What does the
person.
moth symbolize?
We traveled.
It says moths symbolize change, transformation, and the mystery of the night, often associated with the themes of endings and new beginnings. They can also represent spiritual messages, intuition, and the journey of personal growth. So that's one. Which that is a big theme in The Last of Us. But the moth symbol for The Last of Us more accurately represents death and transformation, which reflects Ellie's journey and her loss and trauma. Yeah, that's actually kind of a crazy point. It literally says themes of death and sacrifice. And the first bullet is moths are often drawn to light, which can symbolize hope, but also self destruction. This reflects Ellie's internal struggle and her belief that her life should have ended in Salt Lake City to create a vaccine. The moth represents her feelings of despair and the search for meaning in a life she feels is tied to death. And then the moth serves as a somber parallel to the fireflies, a group that symbolizes hope and the pursuit of a cure. While fireflies produce light, moths are drawn to it, often leading to their demise. This contrast emphasizes Ellie's tragic paths as she grapples with her trauma and the consequences of her choices. That's it's actually kind of crazy. I never even I never even thought about it that deep. Holy shit. Fireflies create light and moths are drawn to it, often becoming destructive. Yeah, that's wow. I they didn't even they no, they didn't even really capture it that well in the show. It doesn't just it basically just means that like the moth is the symbol for death. When it's not just death, it's death and transformation. I think that's another really big thing in the show is that they don't let the symbolism ring through. Because for I feel like for a lot of audiences, the symbolism isn't going to reach them, and so what they took with the show is basically tell, don't show. Which of course, it's doesn't work as well as show don't tell.
Across the entire
So it kind of backfired in that sense as well.
I had so many questions.
And also, season 2 was kind of fucking garbage. Can't even, season 2 was garbage, bro. I can't lie.
Because I let them run their tests. And when I saw that they were useless, I got us out of there.
How do you know they were useless? Maybe if you just would have given them more time, they could have figured something out.
There was no cure. There's nothing.
I actually, one of the things about it, one thing I did like more in the show than I liked in the game was Joel's excuse was a lot more convincing, at least to me. Because in the game, he says that there were a lot of people just like Ellie there, and that they didn't need her. And he might have said something about it, just like the immunity just not mattering. And of course, that's a big fucking white lie, massive fucking lie. But in the show, I personally think he is more convincing. Because in the game, it's like, okay, if there's others just like me and we made it to the hospital, they didn't need me, we could have at least stayed for a little and I could have, talked to Marlene, could have had some food and some water and spent a night or two there. But, they immediately leave. Ellie doesn't even know she was in the hospital until Joel tells her. Because she's unconscious that whole time. She's unconscious all the way between being underwater and waking up in the car. So it's kind of weird how Joel would just immediately dip when the Fireflies are basically their allies. So why would Joel immediately leave? But they actually, I guess they kind of realized that in the show. And so Joel's excuse for it, he might have said that there were others like Ellie and that her immunity didn't matter. He might have said that. I don't know if he did or didn't. But if he did, he basically adds on that the hospital was attacked by raiders and that he had to get Ellie out of there as fast as possible. There was no time for anything else, which I think was actually kind of a good excuse for why they had to leave so so suddenly. So yeah, that's one thing I did like more about the show than the game. Honestly, I think season 1 was an absolute banger. I think there was a lot of things that season 1 did differently than the game, and I liked it a lot. I liked how different it was. But I didn't like everything they did with season 2. I think they did a little too much with season 2. I think they took a little too much stuff that actually mattered and changed it around to the point that it was so glaringly noticeable. Like Bill was in the game for like one fucking section and that was it. And so, them changing Bill and his whole storyline making this beautiful episode, that was a good change. I think it actually made a lot of people emotional and it made them cry, including me, because it was some fucking masterful storytelling. And I think that was honestly kind of a good decision because I don't think the town section would have worked as well in a show format. Maybe it would have, we don't know. But I think that the direction they went was a lot different, but at the same time it was really good. It was really good. I like both. So I'm not going to say one's better than the other. But in season 2, they just they just changed so much, especially how the characters acted. They make Ellie like some stupid, incompetent fucking bundle of joy. I didn't really like the casting for Ellie either, I'll be honest. I have nothing against Bella Ramsey. I think she is beautiful. She's a beautiful lady. She's honestly really hot, I can't lie. But I don't think she was good to play Ellie. I think they should have chose someone else. I honestly think there should have been one actor for Kid Ellie and one actor for Adult Ellie. But the worst part about the casting was that Bella Ramsey, when she played Kid Ellie, already fully grown, um, as you know, Bella Ramsey was an adult when she played Kid Ellie, and so when she's basically the exact same height and she looks the exact same for season 2, I just feel like it doesn't really fit. Her hair was also longer. I think she should. I think it would have been a little bit better if she also cut her hair for the part, but that wouldn't have changed the fucking terrible writing they had for Ellie. Ellie season 2 is kind of insufferable. I can't lie. The only thing that makes her bearable is Dina. Dina was actually a fucking like Dina was actually on the court fucking hitting an insane number of assists. She even had to remind Ellie why they were even there, which was fucking crazy. There's also the scene where Ellie's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a dad." Like, get this bullshit out of here, bro. Like, season 2 started off strong, I will say, especially with the section, all the zombies like breaking through Jordan. That was fucking awesome. But I think up until they leave, it was kind of up until they leave, it was good. But after they leave, it was garbage. I'll just say. And I also think Bella Ramsey's Ellie was a lot better as a supporting character than the main focus. Because Pedro Pascal's fucking Joel carried season 1 Ellie. I think that says a lot for the casting. If they would have casted someone better for Ellie, nothing against Bella Ramsey, I just don't think she was fit for Ellie. I think a lot of people would have liked it more. Even like my mom and my dad, who like they didn't even play the game, they just watched the show. They loved season 1. They fucking hated season 2 because it was just that garbage. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to my dumbass. I'm gonna be. I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be heading to bed. My recording is also ending in like 10 seconds. So thank you guys. I will be back in like maybe a month. I don't know. Bye bye.